We've been experiencing the coldest temperatures and wind chills of this season this week.
And as tough Wisconsinites that we are, we like to think of ourselves as very experienced dressing for the cold.
Yes, and just in case, we decided to get some tips from someone who's an expert in dealing with the frigid temperatures. We have some current temperatures right now in Antarctica. You can see how some of those are actually close to the freezing mark, especially in western Antarctica.
It's warmer than here.
Yeah, warmer there than here, but you know, notice there are a couple of temperatures down to as low as 40 below. So Matthew Lazara, he's the principal investigator with the Automatic Weather Stations Project. He's been to Antarctica 9 times, and he gives us some expert advice for dressing for the cold.
Put on the parka. Here you go. Great, big red, as they like to affectionately call it. There you go. How's that feel? You in good shape there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the system here in putting on the clothes is a layering system. Okay. And so I always enjoy putting this on someone who's wearing jeans, which we aren't very nicely today, because jeans are what? They're made of cotton. Cotton traps moisture close to your skin. If your skin gets wet, you would risk for it to what? Evaporate, make you feel cold, and have frostbite. Dangerous. And I never really appreciated it much until I made the mistake of doing it one time, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Don't ever do that. So we instead wear layers of fleeces. So you would wear a polar layer fleece like this. You know, we would even have, do we still have the, yeah, we do. Here we go. We would even wear a synthetic underwear layer underneath that. And the idea is that these layers wick away the moisture, but hold in the heat. And because you're wearing multiple layers, and if you look through some of our pictures, when the weather is really nice and you're too hot, we'll take off Big Red. Why get sweaty and really hot? That's not a good idea. So we can be putting on and off clothes as we need to be at the right temperature and not have, you know, not be getting wet or get cold or anything like that.
So what's a normal amount of layers?
So I would generally wear at least the 3. So I'm going to have the, for example, this would be, you know, my underwear layer for pants. This would be the polar fleece layer for pants. And then I would have a wind pant that I would put on. So there's
just three layers.
Just the 3 layers, yep, absolutely. I wore this, and of course, you know, you have a really nice boot. This is the standard U.S. military issue boot. It has big air spaces in here that keep you, actually, because dry air, amazing enough, is a really decent insulator. So but we wear a really good sock, a nice wool sock, and this is amazingly soft. Isn't that nice? And the inside, it's even really good. And you want to have some level of comfort in being able to get your foot into this, you know, change your socks every day, like Mom said.
You just wear one sock.
Yeah, because you don't want, if you get your feet too scrunched up, then you end up
Getting hot.
wow, hotting or blocking off the circulation. Those are all not good ideas. And then with all these layers, and you would do the same on top. You would have your underwear layer, you would have a polar fleece, and then, yeah, I would be wearing some sort of eye protection, you know, either definite sunglasses. If it is a blowing snow situation, I would have goggles. I would put those on as well.
Because I bet the ultraviolet rays are really bad on your eyes,
Sure,
right?
because you're getting them 2 ways. Not only direct from the sky at you, but reflecting off, and, oh, that's right, Antarctica is where there's a thinning in the amount of ozone we have, right? It's the effect we call the ozone hole. And so because it's over that area, yeah, you have to, we wear sunscreen.
I was going to say, you must get sunburned really easily.
And you put sunscreen in places you don't expect to. The underneath of your nose.
Oh, because it bounces up.
The underneath of your ears.
Oh, sure.
All these places, you know, underneath here, because it's coming up at you. We do have actual, you know, head items that we would wear as well. You know, so, you know, neck gaiters and you know, hats, and I think full balaclava. If you want to put one of these on, you can get your face to kind of show out through this.
Yeah.
So I always ask students, I say, okay, you've got gloves at home, and they go, yeah, okay, we're mittens. Do you have liners? Yeah, okay. Then we would put these on. Here you go. How's that? They put one of those on.
It's like an oven mitt.
Isn't that great? Okay, here we go. Put this one on. Perfect. There we go. Very nice. All right. This is why all the plugs on the weather stations are big.
You have to do all your work.
No, I have to admit, if it's nice enough out, I will wear, I usually have a glove liner that I wear when I go out to work. That allows me to have all the finger dexterity and not touch metal and then get frostbite. But otherwise, yeah, when you're lugging tower and big stuff, it's nice to have.
So you just have a little liner under this.
Actually, you can wear two layers if you wanted. You could have a glove liner or a mitten liner, and then the actual mitten, and then this if you really wanted to.
This doesn't even, I mean, this doesn't feel that thick to me.
Yeah, but the goal here for all these things is the wind blocking
the
idea,
layers.
right? It's like the idea of a windbreaker. So
Okay.
when you put these things together, and I wore every stitch of this when I was at South Pole minus 69, and I was okay. It's like, wow, it's a good thing I have these clothes on. Otherwise, it'd be hard outside.
That's all you wore when it was 69 below, and you were okay.
Yeah, and I had all those layers on, and I was comfortable.
This is warm.
It took you a while to put all those layers on,
And I didn't
too.
have the pants on.
How does this coat feel?
It's hot.
But
But I'm going to go walk the dogs.
And the surprising part, yeah, that would be perfect, right? The surprising part, though, is that it's just 3 layers on the bottom and 3 on the top, and that gets you down to 70, 75 below.
wow.
It's
Those-
amazing.
The
These
boot,
off?
look at those boots. Those are something.
Yeah, feel them. Feel how heavy these are.
5 pounds?
I mean, that'll give you a good workout walking around in those.
And they have a valve on
They
them?
have a valve so that they can let some air in while they're flying, and then they close it off so they don't let the snow in when they're walking around in the
Interesting.
snow.
And there's a group of UW researchers there right now, right?
I'm warm. Yeah, so the group that we featured, this is part of the same group that we featured about a month ago, and they have a couple people down there right now. They're actually stuck at McMurdo Station because the weather has been so bad. They haven't been able to get out to install some of the weather stations they wanted to install out in Western Antarctica. So,
This is incredibly warm, this
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, for walking the dogs.
And all set to go.
We'll see if the UW can hook you up.
Very
Thank you,
interesting.
Karen. Really
Thanks,
interesting.
Karen.
Yeah.